Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today is officially Halloween and I figured what better way to celebrate Halloween than play with more Halloween makeup. So the primary products that I want to be testing out today are the Revolution X Nightmare on Christmas palettes. I have both of them. I have a highlighter and then I have a couple lip glosses. So we're gonna play with that primarily, but we're also gonna try out some other new makeup along the way. So we got an AirPod in. Let's go ahead and clip my hair back out of the way. I even have a drink here as well. So I don't think I have another new foundation, so I'm gonna grab a older primer and foundation and concealer. I'm gonna do all that real quick and then we will pick right back up. So I have my base done, my foundation, concealer, and powder. And next I wanted to try these little Tarte. I think they're just cheek wardrobes, and I thought they were really cute because how small and like compact they are. So they look like this and they twist. Okay, so it looks like it is a bronzer, blush, and highlighter trio. So let's find the shades that are gonna look the best for me. So that one was I guess they each just have their individual shade names. Ooh, that one's pretty. I might dip into multiple of these. Okay, so I'm definitely dip into these, but none of these really, there's only one, just the first one has like a almost bronzy, but it also has shimmer in it and I don't want that. So instead I have this Park Avenue Princess that I've not yet touched that I think I want to try instead. So these are pretty nice. I almost feel like these might be a little too dark for me, but these are those colors. Let's give it a shot. I guess maybe I think what I might do is use some of the dark one and then try to maybe lighten it up a little bit. But they're pigmented. There definitely is thick back. Like always, I do have my mirror kind of down here in front of me. I'll work on it. I love a good handheld mirror, but if I can have two hands to work on my face, then that's what I prefer. I think I'm definitely way too pale right now for these colors, but let me take this out. We're definitely gonna do the best that we can. They blend pretty nice though, so I do like that. I like Tarte products. Their like skin tint was pretty nice. I kind of have a bunch of their products. I love some of their eyeshadows. Love some of their eyeshadows. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this, so I used Princess Cut, this shade here. I'm going to take a little bit of this one and try to cut out my cheek a little bit just because I feel like I got that bronzer a little low. These do smell nice. They kind of smell like chocolate. This side needs fixed. I feel like it's too low, and I'm gonna brush this lighter shade along my forehead as well. Okay, I'm gonna dip back in. Very light-handed. By the way, that cream color was just like a little too much for me. I feel like that doesn't look too bad. It looks a little intense on camera, but in person it doesn't look nearly as bad. But the blush that's really catching my attention is, well, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this middle shade here, and it is called Into You. That looks very pretty, and I'm gonna take some of that on a brush. I think these are all the Amazonian clay ones. I do have one of my first higher end foundations. So my very first one was a Bare Minerals, but the other one was Tarte Amazonian Clay, and I really liked that one. But here's the thing. So I didn't really know anything about makeup, so when I went to Sephora, I'm like, hey, this is what I want. And back then, I used to think that my skin was oily, just straight up oily, and I didn't even take into account that my skin was also very dry. I didn't think about it. And so they gave me that because they're like, okay, well, if you have such oily skin, you'll like this one. And I did actually really like it. However, it made me break out, for one, because I wasn't using primer, and I don't know, it just made me break out. And two, my face was too dry. So that one was kind of my fault, but I did think I thought I had liked it. And then I kind of want to try this highlighter in this one, and it's called Let It Glow, and it's this shade here. That just kind of is really catching my attention, and I figured why not. Is this actually pretty bummed I had a Halloween idea, a costume planned, and had it like in my cart and everything, and then I never got it, which I'm now thankful for because I don't think I'm doing anything tonight, which is kind of whatever. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't waste any money. I've oddly been into anime lately, and so there's an anime called Darling in the Franxx that I really like, and I'm really sad with the way it ended, and sad with the fact that it was only one season. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I definitely like this highlighter. So these are all very powdery, and there is a lot of kickback. Again, it's not really like a flaw to me. I don't really mind that much. Okay, so let's get to the main event. So I have not even opened these yet, so let's do that. So first, let's open the Sally one. I used to watch this movie all the time growing up. I have not watched it in a long time. I used to be really into, like, you know, when it's Christmas time, watch a bunch of Christmas movies. When it's Halloween time, watch a bunch of Halloween movies, that type of thing. And now I'm like, well, if I want to watch something, I'm just gonna watch it whenever I want. I don't really care. So yeah, so this is the Sally one. I love the neon orange for her hair. So when we open it, it is dual-sided. There's a lot of like orange and pinks in it. Kind of want to do something with some greens, just because I haven't done green in a while, and I like the way that it looks on me. So let's see between the two palettes what we can pull out. There's, in the Sally's palette, it looks like a muted green that's shimmery and a darker green that's shimmery. So what's in the Jack palette? Oh yeah, we could definitely do green. Okay, cool. And that's what this one looks like. So down here at the bottom we have a couple greens. So I think we've got more than plenty of colors to play with. Oh shoot, I had this highlighter. Well, let's open it anyways, and I might just put more highlighter on highlighter, or like tone this one down and then put highlighter on. I think this was a shade that was being more flattering on me. This is Moonlight, Mischief, and Madness. So I do like a good pink highlighter. I don't really wear pink highlighters as much anymore though. I kind of gravitate more towards like a nice champagne, or even like a silvery maybe. So let's tone down this nice tart one. Mad I forgot. So that is that shade. Like I said, it is more pinky. It does look like it might have a little bit of silver undertones. Okay, trying to see. Like, I've recently been using the Revolution highlighter that I had gotten, but like, holy bam. Like, on camera, obviously it's a little bit more blinding, but still in person, it's pretty blinding. So, start off with, we're gonna dip into the Jack palette because it has more greens. So I'm gonna push this cover over, and I have these, like I said, these nice green shades down here. So I think what we're gonna do is start with the lighter green, which is called Oogie Boogie, and let's prime my eyes first. I do like Revolution eyeshadows. I do know that from time to time though, they can be a little problematic. So I want to give this the best chance it can get. So I'm just dipping into some of my MAC paint pot. Nice. My eyes look nice and primed. So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and dip into that Oogie Boogie, which is the lighter green shade. And there's like several different colors that are very intriguing to me. I want to try to keep the covers because I want to be able to like reseal them over so that they don't like get into each other. So I'm trying to preserve them. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of want to mirror. Okay. So, okay, there we go. You really gotta load up your brush with this shade, OC, to get any type of color payoff. And even then, I mean, this is a pastel green in the pan anyways. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's sad because there's cute little faces on a lot of these, like all the matte. And like this one, I just completely got Jack's face gone because I have to like really dip into this to get it built up to what I want. want. Revolution just released Disney Princess Collection, which I was honestly really surprised of because ColourPop did that, what, last year, 2 years ago? I think 2 years ago. So I was really surprised that I saw that, to get it. But next, I'm gonna try something. I wanna try this green shimmer up at the top by that yellow. And it is called Oogie's Layer, just because I don't want to go into my crease with a deep green already. So I don't normally put like shimmers on my crease, but I'm also not against it. I don't really care. I feel like don't necessarily follow rules that are made. You should do whatever you want with makeup, because I think of makeup as a nice relaxing activity, almost like a, you know, therapeutic. I also see it as very creative and a form of art, and I don't know, it's just one of those things for me that, like, if I'm bored, I'll go play with makeup. Makeup makes me happy, but makeup also makes me extremely angry. So I actually think that shimmer did exactly what I want. Yeah, my brushes need clean still. They're very stained. So I actually really like that. I'm gonna go ahead, I think I want to go ahead and deepen my outer corner, and I'm gonna use that really deep, like, army green. It's called Undersea Gal. And that one is so it's this one down here, and it is a matte. Okay, I know this brush is stained, but it almost didn't look like it picked up on my brush at all. Okay, let's try another brush. We'll try this one. And try a packer brush. So I can see that it's picking up, so why is it not going on my outer corner? Okay, let's try one last time. Yeah, that color is not doing like anything for me. That's super frustrating. Oh, it wants to settle under my eye though, so maybe we will come back to that just from under my eye, I guess. That's super frustrating. Well, now I feel like I have to do my under eye because I look crazy. And I honestly didn't plan on doing a dark green because we had just done a dark green with the Hocus Pocus palette. Yeah, I don't love this green, and I really don't like my eyes right now, but let's see if we can't fix this. I'm just taking a absolute clean brush, one that literally has not a single shadow on it. That's better. Yeah, still not my favorite. So what are we putting on my outer corner then? I guess let's take a brown. I don't really have like a green. I don't really want to put a green shimmer. That's frustrating. So from the Sally palette, I'm gonna dip into Mad Scientist down here, which is a nice like neutral brown. Little bit more cool toned versus warm, which fine by me. So take this brush and try to, okay, that's coating my brush like really well at least. Okay, I don't know if it's the like light green underneath with putting the shimmer over here or what, but like it does not want to stick. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a pro at makeup, but I know how products should work. Okay, I don't want to mess with this anymore, so let's try to move on to something that's maybe gonna bring me some joy. That'd be fun. I think I want to take from the Sally palette this color that kind of is jumping out to me from the beginning. So since then, I realized my camera quit recording, which I don't know how I missed that. I never missed that. But after I had put the brown on and buffed out the green under my eye, I have been dipping into Soup in the Sally palette, which is this color here. I'm trying to put that all over my lid, and I'm not having much success. Again, I'm no makeup artist, but I just feel like the performance of this is so lackluster and so disappointing. And I have some Revolution palettes that are phenomenal, and like the highlighter, so why, like that green shimmer, the bright green shimmer I put in my crease, I like, and it looked good and it performed good. I put primer down. I put like a nice primer that I put with everything, so like it has a fair chance. I don't know, I don't understand. I'm gonna dare, I mean, why not at this point? I'm gonna take a little bit of Frog's Breath, which is this forest green shimmer here. I'm gonna try to put a tad bit of that on my outer edge. What do I have to lose at this point? And it seems like the shimmer, like I said, that bright green shimmer was good. So yeah, I mean, it's not the best I've ever seen, but compared to those mattes I was putting over there, so much better. And when I mess up like this, I still get to buff, so I'm not even mad and that shimmer, I don't know if it buffed away really good or if it just straight up disappeared, and I kind of feel like it just kind of disappeared. Okay, so before I completely just pull my hair out, there are two colors that I still want to touch. The first color is in the Jack palette. Well, both colors are in the Jack palette, but it is this neon green shimmer here. I want to try to put a little bit of that on the inner corner of my lid. I do realize that the shimmers, like especially, are working really well on a good packing brush. Like the more dense the better. Yeah, I'm gonna just put this over that other shimmer. That soup color. I don't know what's going on. It's very sad, honestly. I was really excited. That shimmer is bomb.com though. Blend these two. Yeah, I like that better. I think my lower lash line though, yeah, I mean that's decent. Not my favorite look by any means. I did a really cool green look on St. Patty's Day that I liked a lot. I think why not? There's this orange. It's a matte. It's this orange here from the Jack palette. And I think I'm gonna put that the inner half of my lower lash line. Meh. But yeah, the color that is jumping out to me, that if it disappoints me I'm gonna be very, very sad, is, so let me open the other side of this Jack palette. It's this color down here called Moon. It is like, I don't know if the camera will quite pick it up, but it is more dual chromy. It's like white with a hint of like blue and green. Kind of pretty. I want to see that on my, okay, yes. It definitely has a hint of green in it, which I was hoping would show up. Yes, perfect. And then, awesome, cool. I think I'm done with the eyeshadows. Overall, I'd give them like a 5 out of 10 just on performance. I think for me, it's more of like a nostalgia thing, just with the fact that like growing up, I watched it a lot, and Disney always will have a place in my heart. I mean, I have two Disney tattoos, so. Okay, next, I'm gonna do some lashes and something to my brows. I'll be right back. So I threw some mascara on. I honestly don't love this mascara, but it's open and I'm trying to get through things. But we have two glosses here. We have the Sally gloss and the Jack gloss. I think there was also like a clear one. I have plenty of clear glosses. I don't need another one. I think there was a fourth one, like a darker one. Also, I'm not gonna wear it. I know that I'm guilty of buying like whole collections in the past, but I don't know, like when I went to get it, it didn't have like a whole collection just to like throw in my cart and just be done. I had to pick individual items. I don't know, it just wasn't meh. So it comes in a very hot pink, and then there's this nudie one. I want to try the nudie one. This is the Jack one. So it has a actual dofa. It's nice. It's very glossy, but it's icy. I'm gonna add a hint of the pink. Very nice pink. And this has like glitter instead of metallic. Oh yeah, that definitely helps. Yeah, I like those two together. Those look nice together. So this is our completed look. I hate it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's my own fault because I mean, obviously I had tons of colors to choose from. I mean, how many colors are in here? 36 in each palette, and I chose to go with these colors, so I mean, that's kind of on me. I do like the gloss. I love this highlight, but some of the shadows performed and some of them didn't. That's the problem. If they had all performed or none had performed, you know, then I could have like a pretty like decent and fair observation, I guess. But unfortunately, it was kind of a mix. Some of the metallics were nice, some of the metallics weren't. The matte, again, some of them were good, some of them weren't. So I think it's kind of a 50-50. And again, I really like Revolution products, but that had also been my experience with other palettes that I've tried from them. So yeah, I mean, I definitely play with them again because you have so many color choices. And there's like, in the Jack palette, I mean, there's a lot of good neutrals over here with like that pop of color, the little yellow, some grays, and then in the Sally palette, tons of great fall colors with all the pinks and reds and oranges. So I mean, the color stories aren't bad. It's think the performance wasn't great. Like I said, obviously the way that the colors turned out on my eye are my own fault because I chose to put those colors together. So, but the other new products I tried, I really liked the blush and highlight little trio. Bronzer was okay. It's, like I said, a little dark for me. I can make it work though, especially with that lighter shade to kind of help tone it down a little bit. But I didn't really try a ton of new products today. But yeah, I mean, that's my Halloween look. I would give it 6.5 out of 10 maybe, because it's not my worst look I've ever done, or I don't look as bad as I've ever looked, just not great. So I think in person my eyes look a lot better, but yeah, they're just not my favorite. It's kind of disappointing. But the highlight, I will definitely be reaching for this highlight again because like that's blinding. I don't like how big the packaging is, but I'll get over it because of the highlight. But yeah, so that's it for today. All my socials are linked down below like always. I have several videos I've already filmed that I'm in the process of editing to then upload, but I wanted to get like these other videos uploaded first. So that's it for today, guys. Until next time.